help us give our babies the best possible start with homemade baby food made easy. And you can also save a lot of money. You is the founder. We have the founder and CEO of Sage Spoonfuls, Liza Huber, is with us today, and she's going to show us how we can make our own baby food so we can do just that.
Yes, absolutely.
What made you start Sage? This is an unbelievable company.
Thank you.
I
Thank you
love
so much.
the philosophy behind it.
Thank you. You know, homemade baby food is so much healthier, it's so much cheaper, and it's so much easier than moms and dads realize. You know what wanted me to start this is after I had my first baby. I knew I wanted to make homemade baby food, but I was a busy working mom, so I went out to the stores. I was looking for different products. There was a million bottles, a million this, a million that, nothing for homemade baby food. So I had the idea in my head. And then when my second son was born, and he was born a preemie, I was like, I'm not going back to work in the traditional sense. So I said, let me just develop this idea, and now it's become a national brand, and it's just been amazing.
It has now. How much does? Oh, look at. Oh, you have 4 babies. Oh my gosh,
four
how
babies.
beautiful are these children? Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Now, how much does the average parent spend on baby food?
You know, it amazes me every time I run the numbers. It's between $1,500 and $2,000 just for 1 year. And then it can even be more because you don't realize how much waste. A lot of babies, they don't necessarily love the taste of it, so you're throwing out the pouch or the jar. I mean, with homemade baby food, you can save 5 to 10 times versus store-bought, depending on the brand.
But speaking of like the taste of the food, when you buy the homemade baby food, it tastes so different than if you make it yourself.
It's so true. The homemade baby food is fresh. The store-bought is processed, and that's really the big difference. The homemade, you know, you just lightly steam it for just a few minutes, or it can be fresh and raw, and you see these bright, beautiful colors, and of course the smell and the taste and the texture.
Their palates develop early.
Exactly. Our babies' palates are developing the first 18 months of life, so we're not just teaching them to swallow food from a spoon. They're learning the love of mealtime as well. So we want to introduce them to food with the most delicious taste possible.
Now, I would imagine that most of you out there would think that making your own baby food would be difficult because you think you have to, you know, make it.
We hear that all the time.
Right?
We hear it all the time.
So it is not.
No, not at all. You can literally make 2 weeks worth of baby food in under 10 minutes.
I understand with your products too, you can keep them up to 3 months because you can freeze some of these as well.
That's the thing. It's the 3 and 3 rule. It's good for 3 days in the refrigerator, 3 months in the freezer. You wind up going shopping in your freezer than, you know, going to the store and spending all this money on this really, honestly, subpar food.
Right. Well, what are we going to make today? We're going to start with the squash and the apples?
Yes, we are going to start with some sweet potato and apples.
Okay.
It's such a wonderful combination.
Right.
Basically, you just want 1 large organic sweet potato and 2 or 3 apples. You wash it, you peel it, you chop it, and the best way to cook food for your baby is to steam it. So you just get a stainless steel steamer basket, fits over any pot. You know, pour it into the steamer basket over some boiling water. You know, let this steam for about 10 minutes. Want to make sure
until it's tender?
Until it's tender,
Okay.
which, you know, for a potato is normally about 10 minutes. Let it steam, and then once it's all steamed, you can put it into a pot to mix it up. You can put it into a bowl. This is our Sage Spoonfuls blender, and just a few quick pulses here, and you go around, and then before you know it, you have this perfect puree.
Can we see? Can we get a nice shot of that?
Yes,
beautiful.
Absolutely.
Liza, let me ask you, do you
I mean, look at this, bright and beautiful, and it smells so good.
How gorgeous that is. Liza, do you put any condiments in here or anything?
You know, it's simple and plain.
So you
can maybe put in a little bit of breast milk or formula, a little bit of water if you want. It's delicious. It's real food.
It reminds me of having a baby.
Yes, but it's real food. And you know what? You can even put an extra sweet potato in there and make it a little bit thicker, and it becomes a side dish for the rest of your family.
I would serve this. Yeah, I so would serve this for my family. It's delicious.
Well, at Sage Spoonfuls, my whole philosophy is it's not just about baby food. It's about healthy cooking for your toddlers, your big kids, your family. You just thicken this up. It's a healthy side dish. You know, it saves so much time. It doesn't need to be a big whole ordeal.
Well, I tell you what I would do with this, because it's mango and strawberries, and you have this wonderful machine here as part of your product as
Exactly.
well, right?
We give an immersion blender and a food processor with this really easy motor that just pops on and off. The other wonderful thing about homemade baby food is once your baby is 7 months or older, with the exception of apples, all fruit can be pureed raw. And that you get all the benefits of all the healthy raw food. So you literally, it just takes seconds. You know, we're gonna put in some cubed mango here. We're gonna put in some beautiful organic strawberries.
Now, do you do seasonal? Like right now, strawberries are coming into season and they're mangoes. So like if you live back east, you use just the fruits and vegetables that are according to what season
Right, you can go in season, or we're in New York and have had such a brutal winter. You know, we still have strawberries, but we use them frozen. So, you know, you can put them in the steamer for 5 minutes. But look at this.
Organic products?
I really am a big fan of organic. I mean, I think it's so important, especially for thin-skinned fruits and vegetables, you know, pears and apples and berries. And look at this, a few pulses, and you know, you have this beautiful baby food.
Okay, hang on. I would put this over ice cream.
Put it over ice cream.
It's so
you know
good.
what? Throw a couple of ice cubes in here. You have a smoothie for your older kids. I mean,
Right.
the snacks
It's
for yourself.
delicious.
It's so easy. You just scoop it in the jar. You just put it in the freezer, and you're done. 10 minutes.
Let's talk about ice cream for me, not for the baby. But
You
it's
put a little rum in here.
yes.
You know, it's perfect.
It's so good. This is great. And then this is the little containers that you have.
Yes, at Sage Spoonfuls, we offer, you know, we have glass jars, we have BPA-free jars. Most of our products are made in the USA. You literally,
stickers.
you know, you just scoop it in, you close it up, you can label it with our labels so you know what's in the jar, when it was made, stick it in the freezer, and it's just grab and go. So you have the convenience of store-bought. You know, you basically have a jar of baby food, but
great.
you have the benefits of homemade.
And you have a book here.
Yes.
This is great. I tell you, I wish I had this when I had my babies, because I would certainly use all of this.
Thank
Liza.
you
This is
so
fantastic.
much. Thank you very
Love it.
much.
And I want to thank Liza again for being here. And Liza is giving one of our lucky viewers the complete
Yes.
Sage Spoonful system on our Facebook page. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/Home and Family Show, and Liza will tell you how to enter.